Good Monday evening. I'm certified meteorologist Nick Kelly checking in with Doug Hetty having the night off. We had quite a foggy start this morning, but thankfully once the fog burned away, we warmed up nicely today, but now the fog is working right back into the area as we go through the overnight. It didn't seem like it would, considering how nice it was this afternoon. We have some high-level clouds, especially working over on the Kansas and Oklahoma side, but you can see right in southern Missouri, it's that low-lying deck of clouds. That is the fog eventually working its way back in here. A few reasons for that. One being the rain that we had from yesterday hasn't really had the chance to fully evaporate, so we're still kind of saturated at ground level. And when you couple that with temperatures close to the dew point tonight and a light breeze, that's why we have dense fog advisories out for a good portion of the area until 10 o'clock Tuesday morning. As far as how how low they can go, well, if you want to take the visibility tracker at face value, some spots may be close to zero along the south of 44 by 2 o'clock overnight. And then by the morning drive, most of us will be in on the fog, if not dense fog, as the morning drive gets going. And even after the morning drive's done, 9 a.m., we'll still have to contend with the fog. Once we get the south breeze to pick up, and I mean really pick up, tomorrow afternoon, that's when the fog will burn away, and we'll be warming up nicely once again. From 7th and Ranch Line, last check of things, no fog yet before the top of the 10 o'clock hour. But conditions are pretty much set. 34 at last check with a 96% humidity and a light breeze. That is setting the stage for fog to work in, not only for Joplin, but for much of the area tonight. It was a nice rebound after a cold start in the 20s this morning. Most of us in Missouri lower to mid-40s. Then you jump into the upper 40s to lower 50s across the Kansas and Oklahoma side. So quite a contrast of temperatures just for this afternoon. But everybody's pretty much in the same ballpark before the 10 o'clock hour. Most spots around freezing, if not pushing into the mid-30s. And we're going to hold around 31, 32 throughout the overnight. Other than the fog and the cloud cover working in, no threatening weather to worry about here. Our last system that gave us the rain on Sunday, well off to the east along the eastern seaboard. We don't have any systems in the short term off to our west, but in the long term, we turn to another upper low, a vigorous one, which is causing some rain across a good portion of the state of California. That is indeed our next storm system that will be working in as we go into Thursday. Ahead of it, though, we're in pretty good shape. In fact, the jet stream retreats to the north of the area. That means for tomorrow afternoon, after the morning fog, 50s for afternoon highs returns. Not bad for early January. And even as we go into Wednesday, the jet stream's still north of us, and even ahead of our next storm system that will start to push into western Kansas by Wednesday afternoon, we'll be ahead of the system with a good south breeze to go along with it. I'm thinking we'll go into the lower 60s. For afternoon highs on Wednesday, a little taste of early spring, but a short-lived one because as soon as that front starts working in, going into the overnight, Thursday morning especially, that is when the bottom will start to drop. What may start initially as rain chances going through Thursday morning is going to start the gradual transition over to snow as temperatures really start to drop once we get behind the front and that north breeze really kicks in. Here's an early look at how temperatures look for a good portion of Thursday. Throughout the morning, we'll hold primarily around 50 degrees. That keeps us warm enough for rain. But as soon as we get past the morning drive, we see 42 by 9 a.m., 33 by noon, and then 27 by 3 Thursday afternoon. That, by then, will be cold enough for rain to start transitioning over to maybe a rain-sleet mix, and then eventually over to snow as we go into Thursday afternoon. As far as expected amounts, I don't want to dive into that just yet because there's still a question as to how fast temperatures will drop. Once we get a better handle on how fast temperatures will drop throughout the day on Thursday, that's when we can really start talking about the numbers and zeroing in on how much rain, maybe frozen precip, and how much snow we could see with this system before the winter chill works back in just in time for the coming weekend. The forecast for tonight, though, keeps us cold with temperatures around 31 to 32 degrees. If you don't see any of the fog going into your Tuesday morning, we will see some cloud cover filter in from the west. Once we get that south breeze to kick in as we go into tomorrow afternoon, that gets rid of the fog, and we warm up nicely. I think the future track not too far off from what I'm expecting. 31 in the morning, 46 by noon. Afternoon highs will top out right around 52. Nice warm up with that south breeze at 5 to 15. Fast forward through Tuesday night and into Wednesday morning, we shouldn't see any fog issues, but we will have partly cloudy skies working in to start your Wednesday out. But look at Wednesday, a low of 42 and a high of 61. Again, a taste of early spring. A short little tease of spring before we see Thursday system work on in and dropping us to 31 Friday, 25 on Saturday with maybe a few snow showers. We look quiet on Sunday. Then by Martin Luther King Day, I want to see if another system can get its act together and bring some possible snow chances our way. For now, that's just another system that we'll continue to keep an eye on. Have a good night. Have a great Tuesday.